What's up, guys? Jason here. Just want to say what's up and, chat a little bit. And just get real. Let's just get real, Like, I want to talk about the topic of handling temptations. Temptations, man, I think every day we all go through some temptations of some sort. And what we do to handle those temptations is crucial, right? What if we gave in to every temptation like that we ever felt? Life would be a disaster. And so, through quitting kratom, through quitting weed, through quitting all these substances and addictions, uh, it's really helped me, handle temptations. And another thing that, um, I've been dealing with lately is like sexual temptations, lustful temptations. And as some of you guys know, if you've watched my other videos, it's like I quit watching porn, I quit, masturbation, I don't have sex with girls. I'm waiting until marriage. I'm just honoring God and just staying pure. Living in purity. And it's very interesting. Very interesting. Like the last year, like I slipped up, like started watching porn again, and that the last day that I fell into that was July 19th of 2018. So it's like almost a whole year ago, um, when, I slipped in that area. And I just want to like get real, it's kind of uncomfortable to talk about, but I just feel it's maybe can help some people. Um, so yeah, yesterday I had these crazy like temptations, crazy like high, super high libido, like super high, like just urges to like watch porn or like have sex with a girl. And it's like it was super like intense, and it kind of came out of nowhere, which is really weird. And it's very interesting, like these things that happen. Like first, like having this like weird, you know, extra extra high like temptation in this area, right? And then like I get a friend request from some random girl on Facebook, and I'll click on her profile, and it's like she's got um like a porn website, It's like, so obviously I just like remove that, like, or deny that friend request. Um, yeah, just weird stuff. Like I heard a cool song, so I went to search it on SoundCloud, and I didn't find the song I was looking for, but a similar titled song came up with like a girl with like her boobs just hanging out. It's like, that was like the cover of the song. It's like really weird. Like as I'm having these temptations, like these two things randomly come at me, and then last night, like I have a dream of like my ex-girlfriend, and she's like wanting to have sex with me, and like she's naked, and man, like it was super crazy, like spiritual like warfare, man. Like it just shows you like how real the spiritual realm is. Like it's not a coincidence. Like these temptations I'm having coming with all this random stuff, like the girl on Facebook, it's like trying to promote a porn website, the SoundCloud image that I coincidentally searched, you know, just I've never seen that ever on SoundCloud. Like looking up songs, you know, I have thousands of songs on SoundCloud and never saw that once. And then the dream last night, right? Then the dream last night. And here's another crazy thing is like, you know, obviously, like, I desire a wife. I desire, like, someone to share life with, you know? And so I finally, like, broke down, like, a few days ago and, like, just set up this real quick, like, online dating profile. It's called Christian Cafe. And I'm really not taking it very serious, you know, just, I don't know. Anyway, so, like, this girl messaged me, and I messaged her back, and, like, we started texting on the phone, and, you know, then whoever, whatever, like, we didn't really talk much at all, you know, and it really felt weird right away. Like, I felt something, like, is not right here. And then, like, they eventually asked me, like, I was like, do you want to talk on the phone, like, so we can kind of get to know each other a little more instead of just texting? And her response is like, sure. Well, can you buy me an iTunes gift card so I can update my phone? I'm like, oh, jeez. Like, right, obviously a scammer right there, you know what I mean? And then I just looked up on Google too. Like, that's a huge thing that scammers are doing, is like asking people for iTunes gift cards to, like, rip people off. And so it's just really crazy. Like, all this happened in, like, the last 24 hours, you know? So, like, I'm done, like, with this, like, this dating profile thing. Had, like, a few free days or whatever. I'm not gonna pay for it, you know? Like, I just, like, whatever. I just let go of this whole thing, like, with, like, because that's the thing, is, like, I'm not really, like, out pursuing girls. I'm kind of just, like, letting God handle it, and then, like, just setting up this online profile. It felt kind of off, and I don't know. I really didn't even know why I did it. I just wanted to try it out, I guess. And so, like, I'm just done with this whole situation. Like, I'm just gonna give it to God. Just trust Him. Like, hey, God, keep doing what you're doing with me. Keep working on me. And when the time's right, you allow me to meet whoever that person is, you know. And who knows? Maybe God's just doing the same thing, working on her right now too. So there is seasons in our life where we're supposed to be single. Where, like, you know, like, dating is not appropriate. You know, like, that's why I've been single for a while. It's like, dude, I gotta get my stuff together. Like, I need to get more stability, more, like, you know, she, you know, my future girlfriend, my future wife doesn't deserve, like, all this pending, like, drama or pending, like, baggage, you know. Like, so I've had to work on myself, get rid of all these unhealthy habits and addictions, you know. Now I'm getting towards, you know, like, where I feel it's time, you know, like, it's time where I can really start dating again, you know. So I just want to let you guys know, like, I stayed strong yesterday, despite the temptations, despite the urges, despite the feeling to, like, you know, get a sexual release of some sort. Like, I didn't do it, you know. I stayed strong, and, like, I thank God, like, that's what He's given me the ability to do, is, like, quitting all these addictions is, like, to handle temptations properly. Like, there's nothing wrong with you if you're feeling temptations. Like, it's a normal thing, you know. We all experience temptations, and it's not a sin to be tempted. It's not a sin to experience temptations, you know. Even Jesus face temptations. It even says in like the book of Hebrews, like he was tempted in every way, just as we are, but he did not sin. You know, and another really good verse too that I've clung to through quitting all these addictions and quitting kratom and quitting weed is like 1 Corinthians 10:13. The temptations in your life are no different from what others experience, and God is faithful. He will not allow the temptation to be more than you can stand. When you are tempted, he will show you a way out so that you can endure. So I've just clung on that. When I first quit kratom, oh man, I tell you, like, I had to cling to that verse. I had to cling, like, God, I trust you. You won't allow me to be tempted to what I can't handle. And you say you'll provide a way out. And you say you are faithful, and he is faithful. Here I am, like, still, like, from that day, like, flushed it down the toilet, put it on God, like, hey God, like, I'm just showing how you are faithful, that I can trust you. And that's the same thing with any other temptation, any other struggles that we're having. Is like yeah, it sucks, like, when we're really experiencing bad temptations, and like it's super powerful, like we feel that, and it's like intense. But just trust, like, just call on God, like, God, you say you won't allow me to be tempted to what I can't handle. I trust you, and you say you'll provide a way out, so I trust you. And just sometimes you have to wait. Sometimes it just doesn't go away like immediately. But now today, like, I wasn't feeling these crazy, like, sexual temptations. Like, I had that weird dream last night, like, super weird. Like, it was really like a unenjoyable feeling, because like this ex that I had this dream of, like, she was like literally like naked, like right in front of me, like, and I loved this girl, like, I loved her. We dated for years, and like, so it really brought back, like, the enemy, the devil knows where to hit us. He knows, like, how to, like, he knows our weak spots. He knows our weak points. And, like, that was just a cheap shot from the enemy yesterday and last night. It's like trying to get me to trip up. Like, he knows, like, I'm 8 days away from being a year without watching porn, And, like, he's just trying to, like, make me slip up before I reach that, And it's like, yeah, right, dude. Yeah, right. Because what is it anyway? It's like supporting a crooked industry. A lot of those girls, like, don't even want to do it. A lot of them, like, are actually, like, being trafficked into porn. I don't want to support that. And what is it too? Like, it's just short-lived experience for me, and then I feel lousy, then I feel depressed, then I feel dirty. Like, nah, dude, I've been down that road. Like, it's a counterfeit, it's a lie, it's garbage, Yeah, and then, with the way he hit me in the dream last night, it's like, I believe dreams are, like, definitely in the spiritual realm, and, like, he knows, like, that I used to love this girl. I still love her, you know what I mean? But I don't, like, I'm over her, I don't, like, want to be back with her, like, but I still love her, I still care for her, and, and it took me years to get over this girl, years, and, like, so the enemy knows, like, that was a weak point in my life, so he, like, hits me in that area, and, like, do with all this different stuff, the scam thing. It's just hilarious, really. But wow, like, all that happened, and I just stand, and stay strong, and there's gonna be other temptations too that come in life, I thank God I really don't feel tempted to take kratom anymore at all. Once in a while I do get a temptation to, like, take some kind of substance for a release or like to feel better or something. But like I don't drink, like last time I had a beer was like pretty much when I quit kratom. So almost a year ago. Um, yeah, obviously like almost 2 years without smoking weed, and it's just it's becoming like normal to me now, like that I live sober, like that that's who I am, like that I don't do that. I don't reach for things to feel better or to give me comfort or as an escape. It's become normal to me that I don't do that. So, but in the past it was like so normal that I would do that. I'd take a drug for this, take a drug for that. Feel tired, do this. Like I mean, you took Adderall in the past and like, man. So, temptations. Just don't feel victim to them. No, like we all experience it. But call on God, like, and be strong, be strong. Now this is like really talking about things that like we've reached freedom from, like getting free from addictions is like a whole nother like topic, right? Because like when you're in like bondage, when you're like really addicted, when something's become a big habit, the temptations like feel like irresistible, like you feel powerless to them, and that's a whole nother thing. But I'm not gonna touch on that in this video. But still, the answer is the same. It's God. He who the Son sets free is free indeed, and the Son is Jesus. And that's that's who I called on. That's the only reason I can do what I'm doing and live in this freedom. Like I could not do this on my own power. I could not like go a year without watching porn and not, like after living my whole life like sexually active, and you know what I mean, like and to be free from all drugs. I cannot do this on my own power, So I gotta give credit where credit's due, and that's to God, And there's one other point I wanted to make. Let me see if I can recall this. What was I thinking of? Maybe it'll come back to me here. So anyways, guys, yeah, I just wanted to like throw that out there about like handling temptations. Like don't feel like a bad person because you're feeling temptations. And not every thought you think is from you. The enemy. There's like God's thoughts, God's words to us, God speaking to us. There's the enemy speaking to us, and then there's our own thoughts. And so like sometimes the enemy will throw us his thoughts, his lies, and if we take those as like we're thinking them, it'll make us feel guilty. It'll make us feel dirty, feel shameful. Don't accept that. Not everything. Not every thought you think is from you. So yeah, guys. Can't remember what else I was gonna say. So yeah. Anyways, I'll just leave it at that, guys. Appreciate you. And if you stuck around to the end of this video, thanks for listening. I know it got kind of long here. And as always, be blessed. And as the Hawaiians say, hang loose. Take it easy, guys.